It's a pleasure for me now to introduce Minnesota's senior United States Senator, Senator Amy Klobuchar.
Well, thank you so much. You know you have a lot of speakers, so I was going to make this brief, but then Al Franken just told me you had to go use the bathroom, and he said, keep it going for a while. In truth, I was reminded of the importance of brief speeches a while back to all of you when the governor and I actually were down in Oklahoma for a deployment ceremony, and it was 109 degrees. I'll never forget this. And it was going on, and they put all the politicians in the sun, right, so that we'd speak not too long. And during the course of the ceremony, 37 people fainted, and they were fine. They got help. And I got home that night, and I was talking to a friend on the phone, and I was telling her all this ceremony, and 37 people fainted. And my daughter went, she's a teenager, she ran out of her room, went to the top of the stairs, and yelled down to my husband, Dad, Mom talked so long today that 37 people fainted. Well, not really. I just want to welcome you all home. This is just so exciting to see all of you gathered here with your families. And we know what a difficult year. I don't really know, we can say we know, unless we're in your shoes, unless you're there on the front line like all of you have been bravely fighting for our country. And you had a mission to perform, and you did it well. The Red Bulls played a key role in the effort to defeat violent extremists and provide security for the Iraqi people. Throughout your deployment, you provided essential support and protection to coalition forces and Iraqi security forces. And just like General Shelito and the governor were saying, I can't tell you how many times people, whether it's Admiral Mullen on down, tell me how proud they are of you. And in fact, General McKinley, the first four-star general to head up the National Guard, when we were out there with General Shelito to honor, support your troops, and what a fun ceremony that was, he came up to me and he said, they are the best. They are the best. So thank you for that. But we know that it's not just your sacrifice. It's also your families who've been asked to do so much to keep the snow off the sidewalk, to mow the lawn, do the laundry, to be the dad and the mom at the same time. So thank you to your families. And while we celebrate your safe return, we must not forget how you put your life on the line for our country. We were reminded about that on July 16th when 3 Red Bulls were killed while in duty near Basra. And we saw their pictures up here today, as well as that of Tad Hervis. We can't forget. And each one of you knows, as every soldier knows, there but for the grace of God go I. And each one of you knows about duty. You know what it's like to serve halfway around the world in a strange land away from your families. You know what it means to wear a uniform that symbolizes your willingness to fight and die for your country. You know what it means to have a mission and conduct yourself with honor as you fulfill that mission. And I believe that your selflessness and your dedication must be reciprocated with the decisions and laws that we make in our nation's capital. Our men and women in military must get all the support that you need, whether you're on active duty or not, both in the Guard and with the Reserve. And I can tell you that's why in this past few years, we looked at what we were doing. And some of it was some of the things that we saw at Walter Reed and other things. And finally people said, you know, you can't just talk the talk. And we made the largest increase in veterans' health benefits on a bipartisan basis in the history of this country. We passed the GI Bill of Rights. We passed the GI Bill of Rights for the 21st century, something that was long overdue, the right thing to do. And this is the way I look at it. When you sign up to serve, there wasn't a waiting line. And when you come back to the United States of America and you need a job, or you need an education, or you need health care, or you need your back pay, there shouldn't be a waiting line in the United States of America. Now, we have more work to do on that, and we know that, and we'll continue on with our staffs and all of us working together. All of this, as you know, is just a small down payment on America's debt to you and your families. And I'll end with this, the words of Anna Ramsey, who is the wife of the governor of Minnesota in the 1860s. And this was back when the first Minnesota, the first citizen soldier group, who so bravely defined our long tradition of sacrifice. And she was bidding the troops goodbye, and like our own First Lady Mary Pawlenty, she held them in her heart. And she said this, she said, "To you is reserved a proud destiny, The solicitude and love of the entire state will follow you. In your hands, we feel that the honor of our young state is safe. So welcome home, Red Bulls. You know that you followed in that tradition from World War I to World War II to the present day, of that destiny, of that braveness. For as it was said 150 years ago, in your hands, the honor of our state was safe. Thank you and welcome home.